Coucou everyone, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We're going. There we go. Good morning everyone. What am I saying? What? Good morning. Good day to you. Good evening. Happy Halloween. Happy Spooky Month. Whatever you wanna call it. Let's go. We're going. This won't be the usual drawing string as usual, as we tend to do. We're going to rank everything I've done for Spooky Months. So it's going to be very chill. We're going to rank a bit. We're going to make a little retrospective of whatever I've done. It's going to be quite some time. Hello, tier list. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a tier list. We're going to see one by one. And don't worry, if you have the impression everything is small, do not worry. I've got the Instagram right here so that we can see the image in detail with the shiny and all. So I can essentially see where we're going. Just for a quick second, I'm going maybe just to switch the... I'm going to still pull up my tablet so that I can see whatever I'm doing on OBS too. Because that's fun and all, but hop là. Can I... Allez. Rikiki, voilà. Can I get in there? Voila. There we go, much better. There we go, I can see wherever I'm going. It's going to be weird because I don't like to hear myself. But I cut the mic, so at least on the YouTube stream, because I can also see wherever you're looking at. But yeah. That's it going, everyone. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're going. This will be just a basic stream, nothing too fancy. We're not going to do much for the night. It's just a basic stream, basic tier list. We're going to... by the way, at the end of the stream, I'm going to give out the link to set the tier list if you want to do it yourself in the meantime. If we can do that along, we can do along. Hopla. We can do that along. Sing along. Just quick second. Voila. Don't worry. It's just to not see where you're going. Voila. There we go. There we go. Normally, you should be able to get in there. If you want to do it yourself, of course. Huh? It's just for the sake of seeing it. I don't know if you can do it yourself. But just in case. If you want to do that alongside or what. No matter what, you will go to my you'll be able to look up you'll be able to go to my link to my Instagram for that if you want to see it. So if you can see it yourself, you can still go to my Instagram for the sake of simplicity. Oh yeah. Are you ready, everyone? You ready? Est prêt? Est prêt tout le monde, à tous les Français? We good? Okay, we're going to start it off with our boy over here, which is Subterfuge. Just him. Is our boy like Subterfuge. This guy was the one that inaugurated the event. We're going to... It's not the quote-unquote best starter, but it was still nice. Because day one on that one was a sweet and pumpkin patch. Personally, as much as I like the original idea, this still showed that I was a bit lost to an extent. Not that lost in I don't know what I'm doing kind of deal. More in am I going to make a good execution or whatever that's supposed to be. Simply put, what you're saying right now, I based it on some you know what those boxes when you can put lollipops above. I try to do that, but with pumpkin patch, because pumpkin patch are all about, oops, my bad, places where you can sell your pumpkin. So, so we can see over here, you can also see the shiny, very basic grass ghost type. Makes the job with the funny, creepy, with the creepy pumpkin eye and all. Like I said, you can you can tell what you think of this month too. You don't have to just hear me yap and watch me chill, do my little tier list. Because that'll be a bit that sad. So right now we're going to put okay, but it's just so that I can hear your thoughts on it. And just before anyone say that, voilà. Voilà, lui on le met en... Lui il est... Voilà. No, we don't. I won't be talking about this guy until the very end. And you'll quickly understand why. Those who know me know why I'm putting this guy very high. But don't worry. We'll go back to this guy later on, but just... It's just me speaking. Ah, que tonto va. Que tonto. Hold on. Let me just... Okay. I wanna get a certain thing going on. I wanna... Hold on. Voila. Don't worry. I just need to look up a little something right here. Voila. Okay, I'm going to put... Don't worry, I'm just... Voila. Just trying to... Merde. There we go. That's what I wanted. Voila. Hold on. Okay. Hey. Hey, how's it going, everyone? What am I doing? Hey, get back here. Hold on. There we go. For some reason... What? Oh, merde, shit. I hate when he does this. Okay, what I wanna try is to mix this guy with... Shit. Ok. Oh putain. Oh. Je déteste ça. Bro, if I see someone wearing a 766, joyeux Noël, joyeux Halloween. Ah oui, c'est vrai. Joyeux Halloween. Attends. Okay, I'm going to... Hold on. Let me get this back here. Back again. Hold on. Voilà. Parce que for some reason... Voilà. Because I want a nouvelle fenêtre. Voilà, that's what I wanna do. Voilà, saloperie là. Okay, I hope I take the right one. Okay, I'm going to go back to my Instagram real quick, don't worry. Because I wanted to separate whatever I was doing now with looking back at my YouTube stats, so to speak, so I can write it down. What is the best Halloween theme song ever? Ah, that's something you don't see yet. What yeah. What am I supposed to do? Ah oui, la tier list. Tier list. Est-ce qu'il est ce con? Voilà, Creatus Poopy. Voilà, Creatus Poopy tier list. Voilà, parfait. Normally it should be good. Should be good. Voilà. Wanted to... Ah, bordel! Je déteste quand il fait ça. Bon, I'm going to... Voilà, saloperie. Bon, I'm going to deal with that in the meantime. If I say Marine Master cover this, this cover. Ah! Ah yeah! Hello everyone! Salut tout le monde! Salut! Salut! Salut Laura, t'as pas besoin de dire cacou tout le temps. T'as pas besoin de spammer. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Hey! Happy Spooky Months, everyone! Perfect! Right on time. We were just speaking about our boy Subterfuge over here. The first month of the list, which is the one Howdy, Joyeux Halloween. Yeah! We were talking about a Subterfuge and I was a bit lost, but not in the I don't know what I'm doing, more in I'm going to execute the pumpkins, the candy selling pumpkin hatch. And design execution wise, it could have been done better, but I think this is a good one nonetheless. Even if we don't get the pumpkin hatch theme, I think people are smart enough to say, oh yeah, this is a pumpkin, this is some kind of ghost hiding in a pumpkin. So what you think about this boy over here? What do you think about Subterfuge, the first one to inaugurate this year's Fakemon? I still like the main body. The arms were more, if the armor were more exaggerated, it'll be higher for me. Ah! Nice! Nice. Remember everyone, there's like I'll give you the main idea of the tier. So I want it in my team. So the S tier, Chef Kiss is very good, but you won't take it anytime. Okay, it's meh. It's okay, it's mid. Meh is less than mid, and c'est la merde is just shit. Literally. I have made me list. Already? Oh yeah, I forgot Oh yeah, wait. Yes, I forgot I gave you the list already. I forgot I have made me list. Absolutely shit tier that will always be empty. Is a tier that will always be empty. Ah, it depends. It could be. Could be about the design, but yeah, let's hope there won't be anyone there, unfortunately. But yeah, what do you think about Subterfuge? Right now it's just okay, just for the sake of placeholder. It's just a placeholder. But it's not his actual tier. What do you think our boy Subterfuge should be? Do you want it in your team? Do you think it's cash case? Is it meh? Is it okay? Is it shit? Once again, let me go back to the tier list. To Instagram so that we can see. Merde, my bad. So that we can see what we're doing. You tell me what you think this boy should be, where it should be. Already? I wouldn't place any shit here. I agree with the middle placement. Okay. Already. It's my silly list. I can't miss. Okay, I can see your list, Lava Tyrant. Too bad. There's the tier list. There's the tier list watermark in there. Maybe hold on. Maybe I should create. Hold on. Let me just create another. Add a row above. Voilà. I'm going to edit it. Merde. Quel con. Placeholder. There we go. Placeholder only exists for the tier list watermark. So voilà. Placeholder just only exists for the sake of So it's best that you could redo your tier list. Maybe. On va dire, hop. Voilà. It's just here not to put. You're not supposed to put anything in there. It's just for the sake. Okay, I wouldn't place any shit here. Agree with the placement. Okay. So curfew you'll stay in. Okay. Right now I think it is okay. Next is going to be Wombo Combo. A walking, a pummeling cabin. Personally, one of my favorites amongst those. Still one of my favorites up to this day. Remember, it's this one. Welcome. I was doing well. We had a nice conversation in vocal with Stern. It was him. It's the Woobo combo, the one we have that nice call. I love the pose vibe. Yeah, that house. Yeah, Woobo combo needs to be S tier. Top tier for me, my team for sure. Love the execution. Yeah, and the theme for that day was combo and haunted answer. Oui, S tier pour les Français qui sont là. La maison Slangster. S tier. Yee, my team was in a stern conversation. Salaud. Salaud. But seriously, I'm actually eager to try that out on someday. Where I am in Eats Me Up. I might be tempted. But I don't want to chime in and say, hey, I want to be in there just for the sake of having a spotlight. No. Proceed, got a lot of people going on already. Oh my bad. So then, we have this. The one which inaugurated the day the prompt virus and black cat. This. Remember. We have it's the cursed thing. What do you think about this? The question isn't because what's your... This has never been so cute until now. It will surely ask you over a guest. Uncertain, patience, the key with a man though. I missed the stream of this one, but I like it. Oh yeah. The question isn't what tier it should be in. The question is more which tier shall he come into our houses to burn it down. Remember, this thing is scary because at one point it looks S tier. It's actually a good drawing in and on itself, but at the same time, if I rank it lower, it might come for us. It's Halloween, remember? Nécophage needs son tier. Ah, Nécophage. Ah! Yeah. We're going to roll above. Voilà. We're going to turn it black. Nécophage. SVP pas tapé. It's a... Basically, it's a French word to say, please don't hurt me. Voilà, nécophage. Voilà. Please don't hurt me. It's literally the please don't hurt me. Okay, Tonto, the GIF in comments is actually right. Nécophage. The GIF in comments is actually right. Oh yeah, that. There was a plug. You can plug for that. So we got the next one, which is meant to be elegant and moon. Swoon, which can be you can either interpret it as either a Swana evolution or Omega evolution. Both are just as valid. It's very simple, but it's quite effective. Shiny check? Oh oui, merde, le shiny check. Well, technically it doesn't change that much because it's just roughly the same as Swana's, which is just purple. So, oops. I tend to forget about the shiny over here. Ok, tonto va. Voilà, donc normally it should be good. It should be not a bad mon. Not quite fish kiss, but really good for sure. Yeah, it's okay in the sense that I'm trying to mostly be. It was mostly Swana. I tried to partially base it on Celine from 80s too, but at the same time I still try to keep it keep the whole ballerina dance inspiration, the whole swan dance. So yeah, the base color looks good. The shiny might be a bit weird, but I'd say it's a good one. It's a good one. Personally, I'd say okay, but above a Fuge, because at least it's still decent. Ni tier, purple. Purple. We might be creating another tier list in the. So next is going to be our boy Burflap, our little dark fairy bag of treats, which was made on wings and trick or treat, at least the theme for tomorrow, from the theme. So here's the shiny and all. The shiny is a bit somewhat semi-lackluster, but not too bad either. Personally, I like the design as a whole. The whole idea is trying to be an all flying face, but it's actually the actual eyes are just the little dots right below. It's so nice. It look cute. Yeah, the mon itself is just perfect. You see this guy fly around on Halloween. Plus, it's actually very fitting because it's actually Halloween now. The form is great. The other one is big. Yeah, we'll see. We'll tackle its evolution later on, unless you want to tackle it now. So that since that's a whole evolution line, I think that's the only evolution. No, Shukon. No, Shukon. That's not evolution line. It's one of those cool forms. It's a wishy-washy kind of situation. Shubet. Shukon. Shukon. I forgot. We can go day by day, no worries. Oh, fair. Okay. Yeah, Burflap, 100% in my tier list. Though I put it slightly above for its cute factor, but that's it. But they're really quite close. The only one we can move is Nekophage, because Nekophage will burn at our houses if we don't pull it super high. True, didn't think about the other form. I put both in my team. Yeah, technically, they're essentially the same Pokemon, because the other form is actually a school form, wishy-washy, though. You're fine. So yeah, next one. Next one is going to be a Future Paradox Cubone, aka Iron Revenge. Yes, I know that Future Paradox are not meant to have golden skulls, but make it. But it's much more interesting that way. It's not just chrome, because the main color, the main mon over here is already chrome, to be honest. If I swapped it out, it would be different, because at least the other one would be the main shiny, but I figured this one would be better for Iron Revenge, especially with the Dia de los Muertos colors and all. Now, this Paradox, though. I love Nekophage, but I don't know if I want it in my team. Yeah, Nekophage, back to Wakadef, this Nekophage has its own tier, because not so much because it's a bad mon, but because let's say if you rate it lower than Chef Kiss, or I want it in my team, it will come to our houses and try to burn you down inside. That's different. We don't want to attract the wrath of the god of Nekophage, okay? We don't want, okay? That's the reason. But aside from that, yeah, Iron Future Paradox Cubone, Oui, it's on Keshekes. Milan, I'm still not the biggest fan of two feature products, so not top tier, but still high. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think most of the time I'd say Chef Kiss or Chef Kiss. It still needs a slight tweak, but other than that, it's just perfect. That's very nice, very nice. So next, Tinamoros, the mimic, the bottle and spell and potion, the one that's supposed to look like Enamoros, but it's actually not Enamoros. It's a bit based on the assassin teapot. This guy looks a bit cursed, let's be honest, but not like Nicophage, you know. He can do anything. It's not. He looks a bit ugly with his face, but but I bet it's one of those ones which looks ugly, but people will only take it because it's very busted in a ranked or competitive. So, what do you think about Tinamoros? What do you think about this guy over here? Enamor suppose is a reader, they said. He can hurt you, they said. I love the concept of this guy, very brilliant. But that's all. But where do you want to... If you were there, normally you got the link, technically. But do you want to... If you were to let's say... to let's say get it. Where do you think do you want to post that boy over here? Because personally, I'd say it's Chef Kiss, but on the lower end. Because it's not a Pokemon that I'll take. It's a good design, but if that were in an official Pokemon, that's not a Pokemon I'll take myself. Maybe because it's ranked, it's very useful in competitive, but design-wise, it's perfect. Chef Kiss for me. Perfect. Now we're going to try another good one. Another banger. Another S tier. Harper Bringer. I think, let's be honest, even though it's supposed to be an evolution of Corruptifuge, the Pokemon in and itself could be its own line. It would work well. Looks perfect. It can look like some kind of pumpkin. Some could argue it's some kind of Darkrai if we shove a pumpkin down his skull, but it could be more than that. I like to make it its own one. Very approachable. It can make you a whole opera, let's be real. Personally, I'll take it in an instant. I'll take it, it will be perfect. My favorite, just loved instantly, so it's overcost of tier. Chef Kiss. Love the design, it's a creepy. Perfect. I agree. On the damn team. On the fucking team. Allez, hop là. Yeah, it's one of the... It'll be up above a Burflap because this one is just unanimously loved. So next, Grenador. This one is a bit weird because it's a bit problematic. The shiny, you have to have some specific knowledge to know that, but aside from the shiny, basically the sole reason you pick the shiny is hey, you're a shiny hunter. 2, you know exactly why this shiny has this exact color scheme. But aside from that, Grenador, it could be one of those gremlin mon, and it's quite nice to have a mon that haunted cute doll that isn't fairy. That's very nice. Just the only thing I'm sure it won't come off is that it won't give her the C4 satchel school bag. Yeah, because that's a bomb. That's a CS, the Counter Strike. That's a CS:GO bomb. That's why is going to plant the bomb. He just walks around and says, bomb is planted. He just walks up like nothing happened. A person postally in the middle. Ah, I know. Let's make sure no Caesar gets near this one. Oh yeah, bomb is planted. Yeah, literally. But yeah, I think I'd say it's okay despite that, because the only reason it's not a bad design, but if I were to come back to it, I'll probably maybe put it a bit better around the face. The dress is perfect though. The dress, I like it that way because the way what was it? I color it was similar to a bomb blast, you know. You can see it's going to white to red. So that's one thing that could be good. So I'd say okay. Okay, but just like above Carpetifuge. Just between Carpetifuge and Swana. So then, attention. Suivant. This one is a bit weird, let's be real. It's very weird. If nobody knew it was a convergent, people would say, what the fuck is that? Plus, he looks a bit weird with that mustache. I know it's meant to be a reference to actual Noivern, but it looks a bit... He looks a bit stupid with those eyes. Maybe I should have done with a more scary look, but aside from that, it's not a bad conversion. It could have been done better. This one's a height. This one will become my slipper as it began. Like I said, not a big Noivern fan to begin with. Fair. Yeah, I think that's one of the few that's meh. But that's only because that was maybe my first convergent. So it was a bit... Bon, suivant. Bacteria. The anti-necophage. And the one with the shortest live stream, which is with only 1 hour. This one looks it's supposed to be based on Tiny and Go shit, so you could argue that I was basically out of subject. Like very out of subject on the idea. Because especially we don't see much of the bad shit ghost. Because I tried to play it with the whole jellyfish. Make it some kind of bacteria as in opposition to necophage, which is monobug type, while this one is only water, grass. Not as iconic a necophage, but definitely good. Might be meh. Okay, I like this guy. Like our mon with transparent. Yeah, transparent parts. Also, you know this mon with transparent parts? This mon helped me a lot today. Oh, you have no idea. Once we're done with the stream, I'll be showing you a little something I've done so well. All I have to say is that I might take a stab at a certain recently announced contest by a certain huge YouTuber with 1 million subscribers and all. I'll show you what I've done. And you tell me if we're gonna talk about that, if you're going to do it too. Like, you can thank Bacteria. Because I loved how I made the transparent part. That's not something I see every day. Next, Tagastrophe. It was Instinction and Candy. Let's be real. It's the weirdest. It's the most weird out of all them all. Not the best. Maybe I could have done better. But then again, it was more because of maybe Instinction Candy. It gets the awards of being the most mind-boggling, a bit mind-boggling, because you gotta know about the Tagada's candy and all. But it could be a fun. This one of those one you could essentially take only if it's good at in competitive. But aside from that, that's not a Pokemon everyone would take. But it's one of those who will get unusually very good Mega Evolution. like barbarical. Makes me, I don't know idea, but sounds intriguing. Makes me think of strawberry, forbidden strawberry. Ah, not gonna lie, I don't really like the colors of this one. Conceptually quite fun. Yeah, the concept is not bad, but like I said, the execution is a bit weird. Let's be real. Execution is weird. Let's be real. It's more an actual strawberry than the Tagada strawberry candy. Oh well. I forgot to tier list to put Boctaria. Boctaria is going to be chef kiss, a bit above. Not above. Quoique no. It's going to be above, but it's on the very end. It's not like Necrophage, because Necrophage. Then again, Necrophage will have. The reason we create is on here once again is so that we don't get its wrath and get killed on Halloween. Huh? Remember? And this one is going to be a meh. I'll say maybe the concept a bit better. It's a tie between the Convergent Wyvern and the Tagada's Meteorite. It's a tie, to be honest. We'll see how that goes. So next, another paradox. This time a past one, past Houndoom for that matter. I'd say it's a bit like Tagastrophe, except it got away a bit better because it's Houndoom. I still got the main idea. Maybe some parts will be a bit better executed, but other than that, it could be. It's not a bad one in on itself. Oula, calmez-vous. Oula. Houndoom, my good girl. Oh, imagine my late dog. I don't know if she were Pokemon. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's a bit sad about what happened, but also nice. Nice. Okay, I'm a big fan of Past Paradox Man. You can't try to feel rest. Yeah, Past Paradox, they're a bit more varied, even though they're more a bit aggressive in the near future. But it's not usual. Past Paradox, I still try to make it a bit, even though it's meant to be demon and lycanthrope, it wasn't very hard to do. I just picked a dog, make it a bit demonic, paf, I took Houndoom, it just, voila. I just filled the blanks in. It just filled the blanks on its own. Maybe some parts could have been a bit better around the legs or maybe the back. Except then, other than that, it could be it's a nice design. It's a nice design in itself. If I were to redo some of my past products now, it will be one of them. Because at least future Cubone is not that bad. I just need to tweak it. Just to do his body on the front, but not compared to him. So Mega Past Paradox Undo. Personally, I'd say okay-ish, to be honest, but okay-ish, but above Suna, because at least it's cool. Because it's a past paradox, and past paradox are cool. I'll say that's my main idea, of course. If literally me, yes, I'm a hunt for hair. Oh. Ho 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 ho. Alors, suivant. Alors, celui-là, enfin, this one is a bit complicated. It's a bit complicated. It's meant to be based on counterpart and Poltergeist, but it doesn't look too much like an actual Poltergeist. So you could argue I'm a bit out of subject once again. But the idea was that it was supposed to be a flying skull, one of those flaming skulls. It was a bird that's trying to mimic the skull. Then when it swoops down on you on the bird flap, because it's meant to be a counterpart, it's going to be it looks like some kind of skull. It doesn't look... It's a bit weird. Let's be real. Maybe, normally if... The only thing, what I'm wondering is that maybe with those wings, there could be more, there could be another reason to give it the ghost type. Especially on a theme like Poltergeist. That's going to be, I'd say execution one, it could have been done better. The only reason I insist on keeping that was because of the pose. Because the way the pose is just swoops on you looks like a skull. Cackling skull. Maybe the fake skull was more prevalent, a bit higher, but I still like it a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you the shiny. Shiny is a bit better because it's gold. It's a bit golden, like I say. Oh, now I see the skull. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I tried to blend it a bit, play a bit with the value so that we can see a bit of the bird, but at the same time looks like some kind of skull. Because the true eyes are not there. It's there. It's the very, the Gen 1-esque eyes. So that's very... So I'd say meh, but it's above the two others. Because at least I got an idea, but it's very far ahead. So next is going to be the skull form or bird flap, which looks like this. Which looks like some kind of scarecrow. Technically, this one was supposed to be a counterpart to the previous one, because I made the other one as a crow and the scarecrow. It would make sense to have a crow as a counterpart to a scarecrow. Makes sense. This one looks a bit weird. It's not a bad one, but it gives me that rapper vibe. Like it's going to show you something like, you want something stranger? Like I said, in my team right now, I want a full team of these guys. Oh yeah, bird flap. Although you could argue that some it looks more like maybe an evolution on its own. It could. It's not a bad skull form, but even though I tried my best to make it to skull form, you could argue it looks more like an actual evolution rather than a skull form. Not a bad one in on itself. Birthright is already on my team, so this one joined me by default. I like spooky scarecrow stuff. Fair. I'll say, unlike Birthright, which is wanted in my team, I put it on Chef Kiss, though a bit later. Maybe between Tenamorous and Iron Revenge. But if I were to do it on its own evolution, it would be great. The other reason it's a chef case is because maybe I did not properly execute. I partially did the school form execution, so it's not as perfect, but you did show the school form part the best way you could, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I did. But at the same time, I could have done it better at some point. But the design itself, aside from that, is very good. You can see there's definitely something going on. Next up is the first, let's say, a normal mon I redid. Gigatamax Trevenant boys with the Pongo tree. Bundle tree or Pongo, I don't remember the name. This one is meant to be a Gigatamax. I tried to put the Dreamcatcher because the theme of that one was Haunted Forest and Dream. And as much as I like it too, you don't see much of the Dream theme. You could just remove that and the motif it wouldn't change anything. But the Gigatamax form is still in on itself very good. Love Trevenant. You love Trevenant. Perfect. That's good. That's good. But let's say that, but aside from maybe the dream implementation of the dreams, Gigatamax Trevenant looks good in on itself. With the mini Trevenants above, down below, like if it's trying to sprout out of the ground. That's quite a good mon. You could just little smaller trees, you know. The background doesn't show up the Dreamcatcher in sound that well, but still cool. Yeah. The background isn't perfect. On a white background, you see it perfectly. To be honest, you could remove the dream catcher over here. It wouldn't change that much. It wouldn't change that much, to be honest. So I'll say Chef Kiss, but at the very end, right before OK, only because of the dream, I did not properly implement the dream. But other than that, it's a good Gigantamax nonetheless. It doesn't change that much on the actual design. The dragon? Okay, I already seen that. So next is going to be... Wait, no, that's one on my mon. That's this one was for my Bionicle Pokemon. I'll just show it to you just for the sake of it, the fun of it. Voila. Also, you like the French name because I'm one of those. You can that I already forgot. You can see the stats and all. And now we're going back into the tier list with Mandrogue, which has a potential to be legendary, the closest thing to a quote-unquote legendary in this challenge. I'm gonna say it right now. Why the hell did I do those eyes? Those eyes looks ridiculous. I could have done much better eyes to make it more threatening. Because those are the actual eyes. And I could have just removed those antennas too. Just keep the horns like this. I think the reason I put those is to mimic the Dragon Ball helmet. But in retrospect, that was clearly unneeded. It just makes a bit... It makes the silhouette needlessly clog a bit busy. Bionicle be in zone tier if not related to Halloween. It could be fun. But let's say that aside from the eyes, which I could have done much scarier eyes, because those eyes look super ridiculous. The mouth is actually there because I wanted to give this impression it looks like an actual skull, like some kind of a skull with the eyes are completely in the dark, but the actual eyes are here. And I think that just ruins it, unfortunately, because the rest looks quite nice. We got the ice mandibles that looks like an axe. Love the eye shading, so it's a hard one tier. Yeah, that's let's be real, it's going to be a bit weird. But I like... Yeah, aside... Really, the only thing that pulls it down is the eyes. So I'll say Chef Kiss above, I'd say above a Birthright School Form, but not above Iron Revenge, mostly because of the eyes. Other than that, it would be a great one. So we got Blaze Tower, encore une fois, once again, another Bionicle Pokemon. Voilà. Remember to watch my video about the Bionicles, everyone. Share it to everyone you meet too. Lurkivar. Lurkivar is my is basically the name of my Ultra Beast named Kill Count. An Ultra Beast I made from my first Halloween video of my YouTube channel. I did 2 years ago. So that's quite a... We need nobody who comes to can have that on tier list. Oh, the day we will do a tier list based on the Bionicle will be fun to try out. But first, we gotta make some more j'allais dire, what am I doing? I was about to say Digimon, even though we're talking about Bionicle. What is wrong with me? Qu'est-on va? Bon. So we got a Mega Evolution of a Lurkivar, even though it's meant to be an Ultra Beast. The angle looks ridiculous because it's meant to be a proboscis, but the pose was meant to look one of those jump scare when they just jump at you, like, ugh! And try to mimic that. Plus the cape was perfect to turn it into an actual moth wings. Plus with the chain. Plus those toxic chains, you know, how they drew the change was just perfect. It's just great to make fur like for like chains. Thank you, DLC. Scarlet and Violet, the DLC, for that. You have solved many people's problem about chains. It's literally the Foxy jump scare for FNAF 2. Just kidding, I like it. Middle for me. I'll say it's a bit Chef Kiss. Between Chef Kiss is okay-ish. Because I've seen some part, because the front looks a bit, the face looks a bit weird to an extent despite that, even when told about the pose and the jump scare. The changes are well done, to be honest. That was my first try doing those changes, to be honest. Yeah, I had some reference. Maybe it's mostly the face that was a bit weird. So we're going to put on OK, but on the very, very top, right before Chef Kiss. So next is going to be no, not this one. This one is going to be wait, no, that's the Ice Barnacle. What am I doing? There we go. Waver, a little fate. A little fate weaving spider with the slaying seal. Look at those eyeliners. They slay. It looks cute. It doesn't exactly fit the hobby, but the cobwebs at least is there, so it's just a cute little fate weaving spider. Dit time Barnacle pops out as Chicolito. Aqui, tontuva. So yeah, we got a little boy over here, a little girl over here. Here's the shiny, by the way. If you wanna know. Just a little bug psychic fate weaving spider. It looks a bit cute. The only thing that could be somewhat cursed are maybe the hands like limbs, but other than that, the mon is very cute. I'll say Chef Kiss. This spider is so cute. Shiny is one of my fave. Nice. But I'll say, personally, I'll say Chef Kiss above Iron Revenge, but not above. No, that's actually above. Actually, Bocteria. Because Bocteria, as much as I like the design, is very simple. This one is a bit more complex. Even better to an extent. So that we got another Barnacle, which is my water one. N'hésitez pas à aller regarder la vidéo, hein. Je dis ça, je dis rien. Another Mega Evolution, and this time Mega Cricketune. This one is, you could argue, is on the very simple end, in the sense that I'm still trying to keep the main vibe. For what it's supposed to be, even though it's just ooh la la, I give it spike, it's now angry, ooh la la, I go. It's effective what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a Mega Cricketune. You could argue that a Mega Cricketune all about rock isn't fitting, considering it's meant to be based on violins instead. But because I tried to give it some more sharper edge to look like an electric guitar. I'm quite proud of what I've done this one, even though it's very simple. It still gives some gusto to this one. Oh wait, let me show you the shiny aussi. Oh, it's stupid. There we go, here's the shiny. Oh yeah, I changed it to purple. I know this section now was supposed to be purple, it's supposed to be almost white in the original shiny, but I changed it to purple because Purple Thunder is rad. I always love purple electricity. I know it's usually represented as yellow, but purple electricity looks perfect. I always had quite a little attraction to that. A bit attracted, aesthetically speaking. Where do I can just pull Purple Thunder? proper fun, proper electricity, proper thunderstorm. Just we love purple. Is this house? Belongs in the old port here. Agree. It looks cooler on purple. Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be. I want it on my team, to be honest. I want it in my team. So you could create a purple tier list, but I don't think that's enough. It's not enough. Next. Merde, what am I doing? Oh putain. What was it? Voilà. Okay. It was here. Voilà. For some reason I just... Here's another Bionicle Pokemon, bien sûr. Voilà. The Zephyr Toa. Oh, don't ask why it's a bit... I tried to play with the bronze, but we'll see how that goes. Houndstone, another convergent. One of those, I was a bit lost, but I somehow made something. I somehow improvised something decent. Voila. It's a bit cursed, but it's kind of fun at the same time. We need goofy mon of this caliber. Plus, I like how I did the metal over here. I love the metal around the limbs. There's also this. You know what I mean? The uppers. Let's be real, it's a bit weird. But at least it's fun. It's one of the goofy mon you might be wondering, what the hell is this? But it's there. Don't know if the laser does put it down on this, but it's a very cool mon. Depends. It depends. It depends on whether you think it's cursed or a good idea. If it's cursed, you'll probably pull it down. If you think it's a very good idea, especially how it's meant to be based on a flying saucer and how those lights tend to be on the lower hand, then it could be good. Personally, I think it's okay because I thought it's going to be meh, but I actually got alright. I put it. In fact, I put it. Let's say between Infernal Howl and UB kill count, because I didn't expect to actually get this good. So next, another Bionicle, bien sûr. Of course, we can't put the Bionicle in the tier list because they're not part of the challenge, unfortunately. You probably wish it was, huh? I knew you. This one doesn't have a shiny because that's my gimmick. And my gimmick is called Zephyr Prime. And this one, very cool, Coffin. Unless you know about Midsommar, the horror movie, you'll be a bit lost. Let's be real. But once you know about Midsommar and you've seen at least the movie, you understand why it looks like this, and you definitely understand why there's a bear head. There's a bear head above the coffin. Let's be real. It's a bit weird. Normally it shouldn't have this green outline. It's only there for the FAKETOBER. It's not supposed to be there. Ooh, I see it now. Happy Midsommar. Knowing about Midsommar, I like it a lot. Great execution and unique. Yeah. And despite that, on the day I was doing this, I remember I had to beef. I was beefing with with someone on the stream, not in the just fighting. It was more I was trying to explain. I was explaining several times why the bear head was necessary, the Ursa Luna, to the movies, to the reference and all. And despite explaining several times, and even going as far as explaining the exact scene where this bear head is related, they still didn't understand. I thought I was ruining his favorite Pokemon. And to be honest, I was a bit miffed. Thankfully, I knew what I was doing. I knew. And plus, the guy didn't want to bother with looking at Midsommar. He didn't like it, to an extent. And I understand if he doesn't want to see Midsommar. But he was going as far as trying to. He didn't understand why I was turning a Pokemon, Cofragigus, into a fairy type. Even though that's part of my gimmick, I explained the point of my gimmick, the Zephyr Prime. So, I don't know if you, Kaidef, do you know about my region gimmick, at least my Oxitas gimmick, known as Zephyr Prime? Real quick. Because I wanna know if you know about it, so I don't have, if you know or not, and if you don't know, so I can go on a bit I'm gonna explain real quick what it's supposed to be. Can appeal them all. Just know you did a great job. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't so much that I can appeal to all. It was more, oh yeah, what you did is shit. Oh. That's the thing. And it wasn't just on that drawing. It was another drawing where they didn't understand what I was doing, even though I was explaining that. At some point, that same person was corrected by Igwigwi, and that was before this happened. But yeah. Caleb, if you're still here, do you know what my gimmick, the Zephyr Prime gimmick? Or not? That's an actual question. I'm just making sure you... Okay. No, I haven't heard of it. Okay. Zephyr Prime is the name of the gimmick I use in my Fakemon region of Oxita. And the main gimmick is a bit of some kind of... Simply put, it's a monotyped Mega Evolution. The caveat is that the monotype cannot be either the type this Pokemon already has. For example, Cofragigus is Mono Ghost. And in Zephyr Prime form, he became Fairy type because of the inspiration about Midsommar. I'm going to go back into my mon. We got Zephyr Prime Mimikyu. Zephyr Prime Mimikyu, most of the time, Mimikyu is Ghost Fairy. And Zephyr Prime form is turns it into Mono Normal. The whole point of this move, of this attack, of this... it's some kind of Mega Evolution with not only its own ability, but also a gain move, aka its custom Z move, in roughly. And basically, as long as you can put any type that is not one in its current typing, the base current typing, it'll be great. Let me show you what I've done for the starters of Johto. So we got Meganium, which became Desert Beauty. Oh yeah, they also got some name similar to the Paradox 2. That's something you should keep in mind. So it's Mega with a touch of terrestrialization, randomness, yeah, and the custom Z move for each Pokemon. Yeah, that's the main idea. So we got Desert Beauty, we got Magnet Punk, which is a Zephyr Prime Typhlosion. With Wrecking Star now, you can see the abilities, gotcha. And we got my favorite so far, Zephyr Prime Feraligatr. Cherish this design because it's to make up for whatever happened to Feraligatr EZA. Cherish this guy, cherish it. That Typhlosion is on the team. Oh yeah, 100%. Cherish this Feraligatr. It's to make up for Mega Feraligatr. There we go. We're going to go back to where I was supposed to do, which was right after this one, Platiro. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to. And design-wise, I think it's Chef Kiss. It's Chef Kiss, not as good as Borkteria as a Waver, but it's actually better than It's actually on Chef Kiss for the most part. We got Plate Hero. Plate Hero is a bit of a weird choice. Initially, I wanted to have a mask. It was meant, initially, the main idea of this mon. I wanted to create a mon based on that one boss from Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Thing is, I wanted to try out with the flat and use it out of, plastic fork, plastic knife. And as I experimented along, I created this weird mon. Yeah, this weird mon, which is mononormal. It's just a walking plastic plate. Trying to mimic Mega Alucha, and the shiny looks like a paraffin. It's stupid. It's one of those mons that looks very stupid, but it could have been super nice. It's just one of those that could be funny. A bit like some kind of failed sidekick. That's why it's mononormal. It's just a walking stick. It's just stupid, but it's one of those It's a bit weird. I'd say it's okay at the very end of okay. I like it because people could actually recreate it era with some paint in plastic. Yeah, that's even some handkerchief. You just you take a Christmas handkerchief, you wrap some around some fork, you take some knife, two spoons, and poof, c'est tout. You already done it, and kids will love it. So yeah. Next one is going to be Edgewick. This one is funny. It's a bit funny. Although in-game it would be cursed with Ice Head, the one that one ability in 8th gen, where if you were to be struck by maybe it were to be melting, it would be monofire. It would be just a pool of wax. Plus it's a bit fun. It's nice. We get fire nose and purple flame also. I like it. Personally, I like this little boy over here. It's not... Personally, it's simple. It's cute. And it could be one of those mon that they're surprisingly good in competitive if you play it right. But design-wise, it's cute. It's a cute tail job. And you're making sure you don't want to melt its shell. You're making sure you're swaying your off to protect it. Definitely a favorite after seeing all of them. Definitely my team. Yeah, personally I want it in my team. Maybe on the very end. But it's very nice. It's very nice. It's BB. Ratikitioner. Ooh, this one is quite weird, but it's very nice. Usually people, when they give a Raticate an evolution, it's going to base it on the King of Rats. And in and itself, it's a very good idea. It's just a bunch of rats whose tails are bundled, just fiddled together. They just wrap together and this make this weird circle of rats together. And the practitioner was all because it was mysterious and hanged. It doesn't look per se mysterious, and the reason it looks is because its head is entirely masked by the fur. This one I had the most fun with this. We are back and forth all our ideas. Oh yeah, it could be. Oh yeah, with the rats. Yeah, this one was a bit of a rat. By the way, that's funny that someone didn't mention German. That's funny someone didn't make the rat joke, the rats. Where the rats? Where the rats? I am the big rat that makes all the rules. Which is a kind of rules you can't chew. I don't remember the actual rhythm. Oh, puis merde. But it's there. Something about kings and execution giving French Revolution vibe. Oh yeah, that's because the theme on that one was mysterious and hanged. I was so close to doing that. Oh, it was Oh, you're almost there with the German reference? Oh, dommage. Oh, dommage, we're almost there. Too bad. But yeah, design-wise, chef kiss. Honestly, he's going there. He's going there. It's so simple, like, that's not something you see every day, but the idea of just a normal... And remember, this guy came out because it was Alolan Raticate going to the gym. Plus the idea of using his tail as a rope, that's so perfect. Garab Gilly. Garab Gilly is one of those surprises too. Maybe it's, I'd say Chef Kiss. Chef Kiss. In a sense, that's not something you see every day. It's a bit of a mix. It's meant to be energy, a lurking thing, and lurking thing is a bit of a blank theme, in the sense that it could be really anything. It's just something that lurks in the dark or wherever. It's just spying on you. And that's why I took the ghillie suit you see in the army, because it's trying to blend in. Plus the energy vibe was all about the Frankenstein gargoyle vibe. This one, it was quite a surprise. I'm surprised it actually renders this good. Here's the shiny for those that are wondering. It's not much, but at least you can blend it a bit better. And also, I didn't want to recycle the purple thunder. It's not a bad idea, but I try to make some variation in whatever I'm doing. So yeah, I think this guy is going to be in a chef. I think he's going to be in Chef Kiss. It's going to be right behind Waver, because Waver is the gatekeeper of the Chef Kiss to make it on my way to want it on my team. Not in the purple tier. Oh, dommage. Unfortunately, it's not purple. Ah, dommage. Dommage. Regional form Phalanx. This one, I was clearly up to the subject. If you didn't know, it was about, it was supposed to be based on swarms and hordes. You'd think, oh yeah, this is a good variant about Egyptian variant of Phalanx. And to that I say 100%. And the reason I think I failed that one is because in the swarm MOs, I was supposed to try to mimic a bit. The formation was supposed to make a locust, which was one of the plagues that was struck down Egypt by Moses. I tried to do that, give it a formation akin to that, but in the end, I just almost gave up in a sense on the locust section. Not that isn't bad. The design isn't that bad. You could basically, if we forget about the locust and the swarms and hordes, this is a good variant. This is a good regional form. You might be able to guess. Oh yeah, because you definitely did not do a fan art of those. You did not give me a mega evolution based on one of the golems in the Tomb Kings. But it's Chefkis. I'd say the only reason it's laying back is because I didn't focus on the locust. But aside from that, it's a good regional form. Oh yeah, by the way, the shiny, I forgot. They look like this because they're partially meant to be based on the Necrons from 40k. So that's why they look like this. Plus they were already golden. And that'll be a bit too redundant compared to the actual official Phalanx. This one. Another original form. This one is a bit weird. If you don't know about fear and hunger, you might be asking yourself, what is this? It's creepy, let's be real. It's a bit weirdly executed around the eyes. It's less obvious on the main color. The shiny is more obvious. But aside from that, it's actually, it could be a good creepy mon. The problem isn't the bad execution, it's more, I don't know if it goes a bit straight, is straying a bit too far from the Pokemon philosophy of making it approachable. Because I know it's meant to be based on Rare, the trickster moon god from Fear and Hunger to Termina. It looks like my first grade drawing on myself. Ah. Oh yeah, that happens. Ah, punaise. Ok, tonto. Okay, this one I'm going to put it in okay-ish. I'll put it between Grenadol and Suna. Because the execution might be a bit poor. And unless you know about her fear and anger, people might be asking themselves, what the hell is this? That's my main. Oh, this one is going to be this one is one of my favorites to an extent. It's a bit simple, but it's there. Another Mega Evolution, but the caveat is that it's meant on one of my other Pokemon, specifically Scandalion, my Pokemon based on the melons, of Cavaillon, and another French expression that says, oh yeah, tu as le melon, tu commences à avoir le melon, which essentially means you're going a bit egotistical, and a category of people who tends to have that ego are divas like Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, and all. Though I did take Lady Gaga for Scandalion because we tend to eat during summer in Provence. We tend to eat 6 skewers of melon and raw ham, and we tend to do that during appetizer and barbecues. And with divas and the expression, that was perfect to reference Lady Gaga's meat robe. You know that one dress Lady Gaga once had? But guess what? Purple. Oh oui! Oh yes! Oh yeah, purple. Purple once again. Here's the shiny too, which is green. Because, yeah, it's supposed to be a bit poisonous. Because, oh yeah, I forgot this one partially based on Purple Haze. Purple Haze. If we remove the fancy Japanese trying to speak English accent. So I'd say Chef Kiss. But although on the lower end, between Mandrogue and Burflap School Form. It's not a bad one, but it's quite there. 2 more. Omar Drake. Eric André. What if I was purple? This one is actually a surprise. Actual surprise. Even though it's meant to be one of those Galarian Fossil-like Pokemon, this one was an actual surprise. I thought I was going to fumble. It actually renders pretty well. And this guy, I had this idea of just, oh yeah, what if we try some idiot thought, hey, I'm going to try to recreate the original dragon, but since we don't have the legendaries, we're going to pick Druidrigon, Vikavolt, Avalugg, and Volcarona, just mash it together, Galarian style, and hope for the best. Like an absolute idiot. And the whole reason this happened is because I already took Frankenstein with my Gelfgilly, so I had to be inventive. So I decided, you know what, let's make some kind of chimera. A bit of a camera-esque Pokemon. This one of the cooler ones. We need Megazord power now. Oh yeah, that could be something. So let's say an absolute surprise. This one is an absolute surprise. Oh, it's actually Chef Kiss. I'd say either Chef Kiss or I want it in my team. I'll say want it in my team because that's actually a very good surprise. Ok, tonto. And for the last one, I'm not going to develop. Voilà. Voila. Voila. I'm putting my veto over here. I'm putting my veto. If you know why I'm putting my veto, congratulations, you know me well. And also you could tell me to stop being an absolute fucking Danny Phantom simp. Okay, okay, now that we're done technically, we're going to debate a bit more with Plapsugul, but right now I'm going to deal with something in the meantime, don't worry. So, be right, be. Voila, I'm back everyone, Okay, jokes aside, if you were to seriously rank this guy, is going to be S tier, for real. Just, if you don't put the Danny Phantom veto aside. Danny Phantom veto aside, that's actually, this design was actually very surprised. I was actually surprised to actually create something on the second shot, because I knew I had to make some kind of vampire like ghost, and the shape renders so well. The only thing you could argue is a bit lackluster is the koala like nose, which is meant to be representative of bats, other bats. I didn't watch Resident Phantom. Oula, oula, monsieur, oula. I gotta show you something. I just think it looks cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, even without knowing it's meant to be Vlad Glasmius, you know, you can see how cool that one is. It's one of those semi-pseudo legendaries like Luke Carey. When you see it, it just looks perfect. You know, it's one of those villainous like Pokemon. It's one of those. But yeah, here's the tier list. Here's the tier list as we mean it. You wanna what? We're going to create, voila, because you stay until, voila, if you stay until this point, voila, purple, voila, merde, Wait, no. No, I want it in my team. Voilà. Voilà, ça. Voilà. Et right, add a row below. Voilà. Purple. Voilà. Purple. Voilà. Voilà. Pour les gens de la team violet. We're going to put it right below, unfortunately, but aside from that, we got the purple team. Voilà. Every Pokemon which has a bit of purple in there, the purple squad. Only I'd say Vlad is going to lead the purple squad because they're technically S tier. But I'll say now, I had a lot of fun watching you stream this month, made some days better. Thanks for doing this, FAKETOBER. Oh, thanks. Oh, that was so good. And this one, it might be the least favorite of the purple. I know it's meant to be meh, but it's purple nonetheless. So, yeah. Hold on. Hold on. I think we're done. I'm going to download the stream. Ma tier list. Voilà. Download image. Voilà. Remember, voilà, I'm going to bring it out somewhere. As a, I'm going to create a post about on tomorrow for FAKETOBER because I've done everything technically. So I'm going to go back to... Merde, où est-ce qu'il est? Pokédex. Voilà, FAKETOBER 25. Voilà, ouvrir l'emplacement du fichier. Voilà, la tier list. Tier list. Voilà, we've done the tier list. Woohoo! Once again, like I said, to those who are still here, here's the tier list if you want to do it yourself in the meantime. If you want to do it in the meantime, we can do that. And if you are in my server, you can share it down in my server in a Fakemon General or whatever you wanna call it. Those are cool. Ah! Oh crap! Oh wait! Okay, Stern actually made a Halloween Spookymon video. Ah, que tonto va. Que tonto toto. Que tonto va. Oh yeah, now that we're done with this, let me tweak something now. Merde. Now, let me get this back out of the way because now that we're done with the merde. With the tier list, let me show you what I've been promising. What I've promised. Merde. Merde. What was it? Je suis con. Where was it? Let me show you what I've done. Alors rejoins le groupe. Woohoo! Heyo! Ah, welcome K-Duff. Welcome to the server too. Let me show you what I've been cooking, Linkty. Merde, pas ça. Ouais. Attention. I'm going to say it right now. I wanna ask you something. Remember, I don't join yet. Now you can see what I'm doing. Now you can be up to date what I've been doing. What am I supposed to be doing? Quick question to anyone who is still drawing. Does any of you will plan to do True Green 7's latest contest? The one he just pulled out about making giving out his evolution to any of these mon which are either single stage or 2 stage. Not 2 stage, 2 stage, not 3 stage. Those are 3 stage are out of the picture. But wait, no. Wait, I just realized something. No, wait, no, I don't think I can. I don't think I can show it. I don't think I can show it to you en fait. I just realized because in the Google Docs they say, don't try to show them first until the video is out, actually. Man, I just realized I just can't. But what I can do, hold on. What I can do, hold on. What I can do, oh yeah, mais besoin aussi YouTube, you can show it, yeah. Well, yeah, some intro you can show it yet, yeah. I just realized I can't do that. I'm stupid. But what I can do is tease a bit by showing off something I've done quite a while ago. Just saying that right now. Where is it? It's not the one I'll be giving out to. It's not the one I'll be giving out to Ron. Just know that if you know his channel, you know which one of his money can do. I'll be giving you a hint of what Pokemon I'll be technically picking from him. Just saying that right now, it's none of the Pokemon that are in the Google form. Voilà. It's these two. Voilà. If you know which one I'm technically referring to is Ismon, then congratulations. You know where I'm going to cook. And I won't be showing you any of that until next day, unfortunately. Yeah. Oui, I can't show it anymore. Au revoir. I can't. I wish I can. Oh, okay. Just don't say it yet. Just don't say it on the chat. Just to give you, it's just to give you an idea of what I've been planning. And unfortunately, I can show you what I've done because I just drew those today. So unfortunately, good luck, no worries, we'll see you when you can. Yeah, it's probably be at the end of the year. If I were to stick in my guts about his stuff. If I were to stick it. So yeah, thank you for sticking up until this point. Thank you for staying up until the spooky FAKETOBER run. Thank you. It's been such a good month. That's something I haven't done in a while. Those challenges. It was very nice. I love it. I love it. That was super great. I got to improve my art. I've got to update my Ko-Fi because of this. No, we better take a goddamn break. Whereas if we were next time, it would be, yeah, it will most likely be next Saturday. So yeah, thank you for sticking up at this point. Really, that challenge was refreshing. Doing a bunch of Pokemon on live was nice. There were some good things. There were some okay meh. There was some meh tier. There was some design were a bit meh. There was some design. There was some good design. It was super fun. That was so nice. Really, it was that's not something I've done in a while. And thankfully, I've got to improve on my art. And now that I just came out, I can just show off what I'm showing off to Ron. And I hope whatever I cooked for him on his contest will make it up amongst the 50. And same goes to you, Sesame. Same. Yeah. I'll see you next time, everyone. And nobody should be next to Saturday if my memory serves right. Allez, see ya. Bye bye tout le monde. Mouah. Bonne nuit. Good night.